Can 8 vegetables really feed your whole family from one small garden? Most people say that's impossible. But here's the catch. It's not about how much space you have. It's about picking the right plants. In this video, you'll learn 8 vegetables that keep giving food week after week. And one of them grows back every single time you cut it. Let's start with the first one. 1. Okra. Okra loves heat. While most vegetables suffer and wilt in strong summer sun, okra grows tall, strong, and fast, almost like it enjoys the challenge. You plant the seeds after the last frost has passed, in soil that gets full sun for most of the day. Okra is not picky about soil, but it does like it warm. Water it well in the first few weeks. Once it's established, it can handle dry spells better than many other plants. In just 50 to 60 days, you'll see small pods forming. Pick them while they are young and tender, because if you wait too long, they turn hard and woody. This matters because most vegetables slow down or stop growing in high heat. Okra does not. It keeps giving you food when other plants are struggling just to survive. That makes it perfect for gardeners in hot regions who thought summer meant an empty garden. But heat-loving plants are not the only smart choice for small spaces. The next vegetable grows underground, hidden from view, and it might surprise you with how much food just one single plant can give. 2. Sweet potato. Sweet potato does not need fancy care or a big budget. You don't even start with seeds. You plant a small rooted cutting called a slip, and from there, the vine takes over. The vine spreads across the ground, covering soil like a green carpet. This is actually useful because it blocks weeds from growing underneath it. Under the soil, hidden from sight, potatoes grow quietly for months. You don't need to check on them every day. Just water when the soil feels dry and be patient. You wait about 90 to 120 days, then carefully dig them up. Some gardeners say digging up sweet potatoes feels like a small treasure hunt. This matters because one single vine can give you many potatoes, sometimes more than you expect. It's a huge amount of food coming from just a little bit of space. For anyone short on room, this is one of the best returns you can get from one plant. The next vegetable adds color, spice, and flavor to your kitchen, and it comes in more shapes and sizes than most people realize. 3. Pepper. Peppers come in sweet and hot types, and both grow the exact same easy way. Bell peppers, chili peppers, banana peppers, you can grow several kinds side by side. Plant them in a sunny spot after the frost is completely gone, since pepper plants are sensitive to cold. Give them warm soil and steady sunlight. Water them often, but don't overdo it, because too much water can hurt the roots. A little dryness between waterings is actually good for peppers. In about 60 to 90 days, you'll start to see peppers forming on the plant, changing color as they ripen. This matters because peppers keep producing all season long. One plant can give fruit again and again, not just once like some vegetables. That means less replanting, less work, and more peppers in your kitchen for months. But if you want something that grows tall, dark, and glossy, almost like it belongs in a fancy market, the next one on this list might just become your new favorite. 4. Eggplant. Eggplant grows on a sturdy little bush, not a vine, so it stays fairly compact and easy to manage in a small garden. Its fruit is smooth, shiny, and deep purple, though some types come in white or striped colors too. It needs warm soil, full sun, and steady watering to really thrive. Cold weather can slow it down badly, so wait until it's properly warm before planting. In about 70 to 85 days, the fruit is ready to pick. You'll know it's ripe when the skin looks glossy and firm, not dull. This matters because eggplant stores well after picking and cooks in so many different ways, from grilling to frying to baking. It's one plant that gives you real variety in the kitchen, without needing extra space for different vegetables. Now let's talk about a vegetable that grows so fast, you might actually get tired of picking it before the season ends. 5. Cucumber. Cucumbers grow on vines that can either climb upward or spread across the ground, depending on how you train them. Give them a trellis or simple fence, and they'll grow up instead of out, which saves a lot of ground space in a small garden. Plant seeds in warm soil with lots of direct sun. Cucumbers are thirsty plants, so keep the soil moist, especially once the fruit starts forming. In just 50 to 70 days, you'll have crisp cucumbers ready to eat, straight off the vine. This matters because cucumbers grow fast and don't stop easily. A few plants can feed a whole family fresh cucumbers all through summer. Many gardeners say cucumbers are one of the most rewarding vegetables, simply because of how much they produce compared to the space they use. The next plant on this list is one you can cut again and again, and it just keeps coming back for more, almost like magic. 6. Swiss chard. Swiss chard is a leafy green with colorful stems, red, yellow, orange, or white. It looks so bright and pretty, it almost feels too nice to eat. You plant the seeds in early spring or fall, when the weather is mild rather than too hot or too cold. In about 50 to 60 days, the leaves are ready to harvest. Here's the best part. You only cut the outer leaves and new ones grow back from the center. This means one single planting can keep feeding you for weeks, sometimes even months, without needing to start over. This matters because chard keeps giving food for a long time from the same plant. You don't need to replant it again and again like some other vegetables. It also handles cooler weather better than most leafy greens, so it stretches your growing season further. But if you want something ready in just a few weeks, faster than almost anything else, the next vegetable might be the quickest one on this whole list. 7. Radishes. Radishes are famous for one thing above all: speed. Some kinds are ready to eat in just 21 to 30 days from the day you plant the seeds. You plant the seeds directly in loose, soft soil, water them well, and simply wait. That's really it. No fancy steps, no special tools needed. Because they grow so quickly, radishes are perfect for beginners who want to see fast results and stay motivated. They're also great for filling small gaps in your garden between slower-growing plants, so no space ever goes to waste. This matters because radishes give you quick wins, while you wait for bigger vegetables like tomatoes or peppers to grow and ripen. They keep your garden active and productive, even in the early weeks of the season. Now let's end with the vegetable almost every home gardener dreams of growing, and once you try it, you'll understand exactly why. 8. Tomatoes. Tomatoes are the most loved home garden vegetable in the world, and for good reason. They come in tiny cherry types and big, juicy beefsteak types. Plant them in full sun with strong support like a stake or a cage, because tomato plants can grow heavy and tall as they fill with fruit. Water them deeply but not too often, and try to keep water off the leaves to avoid disease. A little care here goes a long way. In about 60 to 85 days, depending on the type, you'll have bright, juicy tomatoes ready to pick straight from the vine. This matters because tomatoes give you so much food for the small amount of space they use. A few plants can feed you fresh tomatoes for weeks on end. Whether it's for salads, sauces, or just eating straight off the vine, tomatoes reward you again and again for the effort you put in. And that brings us to the end of this list. 8 simple vegetables that can turn even a small garden into a real, steady source of fresh food. Outro. Your garden space is precious, and every bit of it deserves to grow something useful. Don't waste it on plants that look nice for a week and give you nothing back in the end. Pick even 2 or 3 of these 8 vegetables, and watch how much your small space can truly give you over time. Happy planting, and see you in the next video.